What team would you buy if you had Jay-Z type of money? Like any sport.
I'm. I would buy the Miami Heat because I was a Miami Heat fan growing up,
What would you do different?
and I believe I wouldn't. I think we have an amazing organization. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think we have an amazing, amazing organization.
So you wouldn't
From
change
Pat
anything about
Riley,
it? Like the coach or none
nah,
of that?
nah, not at all. I wouldn't.
Damn.
And it's very different in the NBA. Like it's not a. You have to attract players to your team. You know.
Yeah.
In other sports like soccer, for example, you could just throw an unlimited amount of money. You could give somebody $1 billion. As a matter of fact, that's how much Messi's contract was worth, $1 billion with incentives.
I thought it was less than that. Didn't you say it was like 500 million or
No,
some shit?
no, with incentives, it's $1 billion.
So he's technically about a billionaire? Or no?
I don't think he hit all the incentives, but regardless,
Is that just his latest
he's made
contract or it's multiple
that's
contracts?
his latest contract. But he's had this contract, I think, for 5 years. It's a 5 year deal, if I'm not
Mm.
mistaken.
But it's the first one
So
that's
he'd
a
make a
billion
billion.
dollar worth?
I think so. But soccer gets a little bit different because soccer, they also deal with imaging rights and a whole bunch of other things like that, you know?
Yeah. Hmm.
With the NBA, like they do, but it's not in the same sense.
Right.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I know soccer is very different than the NBA when it comes to contracting and stuff like that. The NBA, there's a cap. Like you could only give, there's a max amount of money that you could give a player. And a player, let's say if a player won MVP or was selected in the best team of the season in the NBA first team or second team or third team, then they're able to get a little bit more money as opposed to you being a great player, but you didn't make those teams.
Mm.
So you're not eligible for a certain amount of money because you didn't make those teams. You get what I mean? If you won MVP and if you made those teams, then you're eligible to get more money,
I see.
you know? And loyalty. So what the NBA also does, because you have big teams in big markets like Miami, New York, Los Angeles competing against small markets like Memphis, San Antonio, Cleveland. What they do is they also reward players that stay loyal. So if, let's say, I own Miami and a player is about to be a free agent this upcoming season, I can offer him a 5 year deal with, let's say, $30 million. If he doesn't re-sign with my team and he goes to a different team, the max they can offer him is only 4 years and $25 million. You know what I mean?
So
So
lower?
he's gonna have to take less. Yeah, he would have to take less, 1 year less, and $5 million per season less if he doesn't recommit to my team.
Oh, these contracts could be complicated, huh?
Yeah, it's a business, bro. It's fun though. Like when you really get into it, and like, I can only imagine being an owner. It must be stressful, but it must be fun at the same time. Because
Mm-hmm.
now, what you could do as well is, let's say I own the Heat and you own the Lakers, and my player, his contract is about to end, and he wants to play for your Lakers, but you want to sign him to a 5 year deal, and so does he. He wants that 30 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
What we could do is I can sign him back to my team and we could trade because now I'm going to get something back for him as well, as opposed to him leaving for nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. I
So
see.
you could work it out in a way like that too.
It's crazy. They're just fucking pawns.
Yeah, they're all pawns, but I feel like nowadays players have a lot more of a voice thanks to social media
Right.
and more of an impact, whether it's politically or socially, whatever, you know.
Yeah.